I'm the news that nobody expected. I was never a part of your plan. I'm the reason why life as you know it feels like it's slipping through your trembling hands. And the doctors say I'm just an option, a mistake you can make disappear. I may not have a voice, but I'm more than a choice. I'm as real as the heartbeat you hear. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. I am God's miracle in the making, proof that all things can work for the good. I am fingers and toes, and heaven already knows the name you pick out for me already belongs to me. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. Every life is sacred, and every life is a gift, and every life deserves a chance to live. I know you're scared, I know you're scared, I know you're scared right now, but when you hear my first cries and when you look in my eyes, you'll understand why you brought me to life. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. That was yours truly, singing Untold, written by Matthew West. Good morning, and welcome to the Jewish Pro-Life live stream. It is Tuesday, April 28th, 2020. It's the fourth day of ER in the year 5780, and we are in the 19th day of the Omer count. I'm Cecily Routman, founder and president of the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation. We'll be here for about 20 minutes of live chat, news, education, spiritual enlightenment, and renewal. So if you're on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube this morning, please chat with us. At the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation, we're saving Jewish lives and healing Jewish hearts by providing much needed pro-life education, pregnancy care and adoption referrals, and healing after abortion to the Jewish community. We started our work in 2006 because we were very concerned about the high rates of abortion in the Jewish community and the fact that a majority of Jews believes that abortion is morally acceptable. We were also concerned about the high rates of Jewish abortion advocacy because we feel that it contributes to anti-Semitism because people see us in such a negative light. And there was no Jewish pro-life voice in the public square. So tragically, this situation now leads to approximately 30,000 Jewish children losing their lives in Israel every year to abortion, and America about 17,622 Jewish children losing their lives to abortion every year. So if you're a Jewish parent facing unplanned pregnancy and you do not have the support of family, friends, or your synagogue community, please call me today. Again, my name is Cecily. Call me at 412-758-3269. We have really wonderful Jewish-friendly pregnancy care resources, and we can get you connected up to date. We also have many Jewish couples that are willing to meet you and are happy to raise your child in a loving Jewish home. So please do call me if you'd like to save your baby's life. Can get you on a life-saving journey today. Also, if you've been involved in an abortion, whether you've had one yourself or paid for one or taken somebody to an abortion, and you'd feel badly now about that and regret it, we have a very effective post abortion healing program just for you. So please contact me today. You can call me at 412-758-3269, or you can email me at cecily@jewishprolifefoundation.org, and you spell my name Cecily. So the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation is a 501c3 educational organization. Since 2006, we've been saving Jewish lives by promoting life-saving solutions to unplanned pregnancy in the Jewish community. We provide education. We provide education about the development, viability, and sanctity of unborn life, as well as traditional Jewish law regarding abortion. We inspire Jews to welcome preborn Jewish children into the inclusive movement of modern Jewish life and religion. We provide adoption and pregnancy care referrals. We teach our community about the harmful effects of abortion and provide support to Jewish women and men who suffer from post-abortion syndrome. We do have a website. It's jewishprolifefoundation.org. You can find a lot of very useful information there. We have a very comprehensive library where you can download for free our PowerPoint, our healing program, our brochures. We have a page devoted to pro-life rabbis and a pro-life blog. Also pages that have the information about the pregnancy care and adoption, and devoted also one page to our healing program. We are a 501c3 educational organization. We are not a public charity, and we don't fundraise. If you feel that you would like to donate to our work, you can use the donate tab on our website and use the PayPal button or find our mailing address to send a check. We're not affiliated with any Jewish denomination, political organization, or the Messianic movement. We believe that each Jewish person has a relationship with Hashem, and it is from that relationship that we derive a life-affirming view. So we always start our educational component here with our PowerPoint entitled Judaism, the Original Pro-Life Religion. And we always start with our prayer, may there be abundant peace from heaven and good life upon us and upon all Israel. Amen. So we're going to look at today at the prohibition of abortion in Judaism, where that comes from, and then we're going to look a little bit about the exception to the prohibition, the original intent, and then, of course, the corrupted practice of that today. So the abortion is prohibited in Judaism is based in the Noahide law all the way back in Genesis 9:6-7 that states, and this is the original text, he who spills the blood of man within man shall have his blood spilt. For in the image of God made he man, and you be fruitful and multiply, swarm in the earth and multiply therein. The Talmud interprets the blood of man in man as to include a fetus, which is the blood of man in man. And things that are prohibited under the Noahide laws are also prohibited to Jews. Now, the penalty of having his blood spilt, which is basically the taking of innocent life, is interpreted by Maimonides as referring to a punishment by the hands of heaven, and not by the courts or man to man. This is the reason why the Jewish Pro-Life Foundation does not get involved with politics or abortion legislation. This is a personal situation that is between each person and their creator. So now also, because Judaism is a very pragmatic and practical religion, there was a source of the specific to save the life of the mother exception, and that source was in Judaism. Also, to save the life of the mother exception is included in every piece of pro-life legislation that is ever put together. So, important to keep in mind that that practical aspect of this issue did come from Judaism. The Mishnah explicitly indicates that one must abort a fetus if the continuation of pregnancy will destroy the physical life of the mother. This exception to the prohibition was intended to be used only in the case of imminent death of the mother because of a breech birth, when the baby would act as a danger or erodive to the mother. Now, the Mishnah also balances that with another very well-known quote, which says, "Whoever destroys a soul, it is considered as if he destroyed an entire world." So this emphasis is upon saving life. Only in the most rare situation does Judaism say to take life. So back in biblical days, a breech birth might be a particularly life-threatening situation. But of course, today, with modern science and medical care, only 1% of pregnancies presents a life-threatening situation for the mother. And this is a quote from the former United States Surgeon General, Dr. C. Everett Koop, who stated publicly that in his 38 years as a pediatrician surgeon, he was never aware of a single situation in which a freeborn child's life had to be taken in order to save the life of the mother. Now, of course, we have these neonatal intensive care units, so babies can be saved and mothers can be saved pretty early on in the pregnancy. When the mother experiences a life-threatening medical crisis due to pregnancy, it is now possible to remove the growing child from the womb and place him in intensive care to grow to term. So therefore, ectopic pregnancy is now primarily the only case where the pregnancy must be terminated to save the mother's life, right? By the time an ectopic pregnancy has been discovered, usually by 7 to 8 weeks, the embryo has died in the majority of cases. If you'd like to look into this situation more, you can go to the website of the American Association of Pro-Life OBGYNs. They have a very professional statement about the difference and times that it's necessary to take the baby's life. It's extremely rare today. Let's keep this in mind as we move forward. Exceptions to the prohibition against abortion in Judaism has expanded until now abortion is accepted through all 9 months of pregnancy and even after a live delivery by many Jews and Jewish leaders in America and Israel. Since the destruction of the temples and subsequent dispersions and exile, Jewish abortion opinions have been influenced by secular cultures, and Torah has been misused to justify unlimited abortion practices. I do try to be, and I want to be, sincerely magnanimous when it comes to approaching this subject within and towards the Jewish community. We are victims of a very influential and successful propaganda campaign by the abortion industry, which is a profit-driven industry, as well as a eugenics industry. So, good-hearted, intelligent, compassionate, civic-minded Jewish people have now been taught, basically, from early childhood that abortion is morally acceptable and the best remedy for unplanned pregnancy. And to me, that is not only unjust, it's a tragedy because, of course, now it is scientifically evident that it is a child in the womb from conception, and viability is much earlier than when abortion laws were passed. And our Judaism is so very clear about sanctifying human life because it's made in the image of God. We must come into the world to speak the truth and create righteousness. As the Creator said, let there be light, and there was light. We need to say, let there be life, and promote life-saving solutions to problems of unplanned pregnancy. That is the Jewish way to approach these situations, in complete faith that our needs will be met instead of fear. This brings me to just a story I wanted to talk about today, which is today in Jewish history, Rambam, or Maimonides, and his family left North Africa for Eretz Israel. This was in the year 1165, and he designated this day as a private day of fast and prayer as thanksgiving to God that he was able to escape and his family was able to escape certain death by the Muslims. And also this is the yard site of Rabbi Joseph Soloveitchik, who was, both of these rabbis were staunchly pro-life. And I want to show you, I want to go back to my two more slides in our PowerPoint. The first is, of course, Maimonides, who was not only a most remarkable halachic scholar, he was also a doctor, and he defined murder according to the Noahide laws that includes a person who kills even one unborn in the womb of its mother, and adds that such a person is liable for the death penalty. So he was very, very sure of his position on abortion. The next rabbi that I wanted to share with is Rabbi Soloveitchik, and this is a quote from him. I consider the society of today as insane. I read from the press that in Eretz Israel they permit abortions now. Sapir, who was this man, Pinchas Sapir, who was basically the father of the new state of Israel's economy, he comes to the U.S. and asks that 60,000 boys and girls should leave the U.S. and settle in Eretz Israel. When a child is born, it's also an immigrant to Eretz Israel, and yet you murder the children. Rav Soloveitchik then predicted, and if you kill the fetus, a time will come when even infants will be killed. The mother will get frightened after the baby will be born, and the doctor will say her life depends on the murder of the baby. And you have a word, mental hygiene. Whatever you want, you can subsume under mental hygiene. And there is now a tendency for rabbis in the U.S. to march along with society, otherwise they'll be looked upon as reactionaries. It's very sobering, of course, because today in several states in the country, killing these babies after they're born is now legal. There is absolutely no criminal penalty for it. And so many of our Jewish leaders have been bamboozled by the abortion rhetoric and are beholden now to congregations who believe the same thing. So we're here to shed some light on this. We're here to educate our community. We're here to reverse this tragic situation. It's not only tragic because of the loss of life, not only in the Jewish community, but worldwide, globally. So many children perish from abortion, and we need Jewish people to get on a life-saving mission here. Not only that, but soulfully, it's tragic that so many Jewish souls are suffering from the disconnection from a covenantal relationship with God, which is based almost entirely on respect for life. So with that being in mind, we're going to close our stream today talking about our wonderful pro-life rabbis. So if you're looking for a pro-life rabbi, you want to talk about these issues, we have 3 of them on board with us, and we're so blessed to have them. Rabbi David Novak, he's professor of religion and philosophy at the University of Toronto and a member of the University College and the Joint Center for Bioethics. He is available to discuss Jewish theology, ethics, bioethics, natural law theory, Jewish-Christian relations. His email is david.novak, that's Novak, at utoronto.ca, and please pick up his book, The Sanctity of Human Life. And our second wonderful pro-life rabbi is Rabbi Shlomo Nachman. He's available to speak on the sanctity of human life in Judaism, what it means to be Jewish, the benefits of prayer, and welcoming Noahadim into fellowship. Rabbi Nachman has a very active online shul. You can connect with him there at learnemunah.com. That's learnemunah.com. He does do a nightly Omer count, and he has multi-weekly book studies and Torah studies that are very enriching. You can email Rabbi Nachman at learnemuna@gmail.com. Lastly, Rabbi Menasha Bovid is the spiritual leader of Belarus Jewish Center in Queens, New York. He educates using traditional texts, history, anthropology, archaeology, and modern academic biblical studies. Rabbi Bovid is a strong advocate of the State of Israel. He's active in interfaith activities and president of the Eastern Queens Interfaith Council. Please contact Rabbi Bovid at bellerosrabbi@yahoo.com. That's spelled BELLEROSE, rabbi@yahoo.com. Just another word about our post-abortion healing program. It's called Tikvat Rachel. It offers a healing pathway for Jews who seek a confidential, safe, accepting, and compassionate Jewish program to address the deeply personal issues that arise after abortion. The program is based on the Jewish concept of teshuvah and the promise of healing in Judaism. We also offer post-abortion grief training for rabbis, therapists, and counselors. You can start your healing journey by contacting us to finally share your story with someone who cares. That would be me. The program is open to any Jewish man or woman, regardless of observance or affiliation. Every contact is confidential, caring, and safe. You can call me at 412-758-3269 or email me at cecily@jewishprolifefoundation.org. We go to the March for Life every year in Washington, D.C. We want to invite you to join us next year. We show Jewish support for the most defenseless humans among us. We have a handheld sign that's very popular. A lot of people ask us for one. It has to life l'chaim there on the sign, our logo, and a lovely picture of a mother with her newborn. If you can't make it to Washington, D.C., there are a lot of local marches around the country. You can check our calendar page on our website for updates about those marches and our travel itinerary. Thank you very much for joining in today with us. We've enjoyed sharing our information with you. If you'd like some information sent to you in the mail, we have a very nice welcome packet. It has our PowerPoint in book form, our brochures, some tchotchkes that I like to give to our friends, our handheld sign, a bumper sticker. So I'm happy to get that out to you if you contact me today. Just remember, with Hashem's help and our support, you can choose life today. Thank you very much for being here, and God willing, we'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm the news that nobody expected. I was never a part of your plan. I'm the reason why life as you know it feels like it's slipping through your trembling hands. And the doctors say I'm just an option, a mistake you can make disappear. I may not have a voice, but I'm more than a choice. I'm as real as the heartbeat you hear. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. I am God's miracle in the making, proof that all things can work for the good. I am fingers and toes, and heaven already knows the name you pick out for me already belongs to me. So don't close the book on me yet. I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold. Every life is sacred, and every life is a gift, and every life deserves a chance to live. I know you're scared, I know you're scared, I know you're scared right now, but when you hear my first cries and when you look in my eyes, you'll understand why you brought me to life. So don't close the book on me yet.
I've still got a long way to go. Empty pages to fill, and the best part is still down the road. Oh, I am a story untold.
May there be abundant peace from heaven and good life upon us and upon all Israel. Amen.